Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here, grabbing myself some orange juice. Now it's time to continue with more Epic Mickey. This is the finale, everybody. So we got Donald completely built. Got that all sorted out. Grab some tickets before we make our way back. Whew, what a morning. What a beautiful morning it was. Mind you, it's afternoon now, obviously. But, wow. Lots of interesting things happening today. So now we are finally going to make our way back because this was the last major zone that we had to take care of. So now we're officially in the end game. Or at least for whatever counts for being the end game. Now let's check out on your girl over here. Why are you over here by yourself?
As before, just collect all of the race markers faster than I did.
Oh, Gilda, we're having another race?
Do you want to try my time trial race? Okay, let's get started. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Too bad you don't get an air dash. There we go.
Finished. Wow, great job, Mickey. Here's 50 e-tickets and a power spark.
Thank you for the extra, even though I don't think I need it due to me already unlocking all of the stations. So I think I'm kind of good. Y'all can't give me a free travel to Mean Street?
There you are. The Shadow Blot has marshaled all the blotlings he could summon. They're climbing up Mickey Junk Mountain to attack my fortress. They're trying to... Well, never mind what they're trying to do. I need your... help. They gotta be repelled before I can help you launch the rocket. Take all you can carry. If those guys loyal to the Blot are up there, it's gonna be tough. Even for someone as great as you.
Oh. Okay, so almost every location is open up. We can't go back to the rocket area quite yet. So since we're here on Mean Street, we do need to go and get Donald's house, get Donald's boat out of the water. So we need to take care of that.
Mickey, I found a hidden compartment on the machine. It seems to have another purpose. We can find out what it does if you're able to bring me 30 power sparks. I realize you're busy saving Wasteland, so don't worry about it if you can't find enough.
Hello.
I hear the Emporium got a few in stock, so if you want to quickly get some, try shopping there.
Secret door, eh? And look at me, I have enough.
Fantastic! This is enough power sparks to start this thing up. While examining the wiring, I discovered this thing is hooked into the fire station for some reason. A tweak here, a little adjustment. Well, whatever it does, it just did it. Head to the fire station and have a look.
Secret door, eh? Maybe I need to go into that opening at the top. Like right in here. Nope, too small. This is the fire station. Oh. Mickey, do you know where we are? This is... Sorry, I'm getting a little choked up. I see Disney Castle. I see the Jensen's hat. Jensen's hat. I see a Goofy bust. I see extra content, Mickey Mouse. Don't tell me this is patterned off of Walt Disney's place. Yo, Hybrid, good to see you. Welcome to the finale of Epic Mickey, of which we will be completing today. Okay, I guess it was just a secret door for me to get some stuff. Oh, right, I need to be getting this hatchet over to Horace, so we can solve this mystery. Who would steal a tiki mask? Why? Guess what? Yet another item has gone missing. A candle in Bog Easy. It walked away from Lewis's shack out in the swamp. I know you could find it. I'd do it, but I hear there are ghosts there. Poke around and see if you can find some clues. Okay, so it started me on another detective mission, but I still need to give him this hatchet from the murder case. You found the hatchet! This is wonderful news! With this evidence, I can prove without a shadow of a doubt that Constance is guilty. This will be a relief to not just Moody, but everyone in the park, and it's all thanks to you. My business should start booming any day now, and maybe Pete will stop making fun of me. Of course, you get a share of the profits, too. Thanks, Mickey. And I think, yeah, a case clothespin. All right, so we have another case at Bog Easy. Let's tie up some loose ends that we have. Let's see, Detective Mickey, find the missing candle. Donald wants you to fix his boat by taking his boat gear to Moody in Oztown. Lewis wants you to find the 2 pieces of the broken bell. So I guess we still need to stay at Bog Easy and solve some stuff that's there too. At least I have the tickets necessary to skip all of this. So we need to be looking out for a bell. 2 pieces of a bell, apparently. Alright, let's make sure. Yep, Bog Easy. We gotta find the pieces of the bell here in Bog Easy and also deal with the whole missing item thing that's here as well. Oh, I see something on the roof. I see something glowing on the roof. Important! Let's make sure there's nothing important over here. I don't think it is, because I believe I've colored in every piece of shrubbery. Ah, phooey. I get broken all to pieces, then those lousy ghosts show up here. What's the big idea? And after that, you go running around with that brush just to show off. Then right after I got put back together, what happens? That spatter. Ever since that stupid-looking thing got here, I've had mysterious pains. I'm not kidding, Mickey. If you could find out why that spatter is here, Mickey, I'd owe you one. So we need to solve the problem of Donald being manipulated by a voodoo doll. We need to solve the issue of the broken bell that is throughout this area. And we need to solve the issue of the missing item that's here in Bog Easy as well. I almost fell off. This must be the doll that is causing Donald's problems. I wonder who we should return it to. What do you mean, I wonder who we should return it to? I know it's not the topic. Just because I'm playing Epic Mickey doesn't mean we can't talk about other games. You're fine, don't worry about it. I know it's not the topic, but I like what you did with your Amon. Hey, while yours freezes stuff with the Ice Whip, mine can break them with his Fire Fist or Hammer. Exactly. See, I was messing with Fire Amon for a while, and I really liked the concept of just punching people and watching them explode. But then it came to my recollection that such a thing may not be useful against every single boss, because a lot of bosses fly. And my punches with Amon don't allow me to target enemies who are too far away. They gotta be within, launching distance. So me going Fire Fist Amon, didn't exactly strike me as something longevity-wise that I could see myself using a whole lot. However, me using Whip Amon with the shield and being able to maintain it if I'm in a crowd and I'm just freezing everyone and I'm shattering them and I'm keeping my action skill active at all times, I feel like that would be a much more fun endeavor. Plus, if I ever play with either you or Kitty, and she uses a Fire Fist build, it'll be a little bit of a difference between our playstyles. Not two people using the same type build, but while she's punching things, I can be basically whipping things and shielding people at the same time.
I'm trying to get someone to answer here, but no one seems to be home. Lots of people don't want to open the door for a traveling salesman. I'm selling candles. Oh, goodness. One of Lewis's candles must have gotten mixed up with mine. Here, take it. That's what did a number on me? But it doesn't even look like me. I hope you gave that spatter what it had coming. What if somebody even worse gets it? I know. Can you find somebody who likes me to keep it safe? Don't say it. Lots of folks like me. And I probably shouldn't keep it myself.
So now we have the job of finding someone trustworthy to hold Donald's doll and it not inflict pain on him. Should we give it to Daisy? Alright, those bell pieces are around here somewhere. Okay, there's concept art right there. I hope it's not like a, oh, you can buy it from a merchant type deal. Nope, just a pin and an extra sketch. What are the odds that one piece is under there and another one is inside the boat that was already painted up? That thought came to my head when I ran over here, but I was like, yeah, I'm already moving forward, so let me not worry about it. Nope. Okay, that scratches that idea. Let's see. Find the missing candles for Horace. So I guess I can go back to... yeah. I can go back to Horace and let him know a job well done. We found it. Lewis wants you to find the 2 pieces of the broken bell. 2 segments of the bell were lost when mischievous ghosts broke it and sold the parts. They sold the parts. So who would have them? That's my question. Who would have just 2 pieces of a bell for some reason? Like if it's not inside this boat. So maybe I need to talk to the people around the bog. Yeah, maybe I need to talk to people in town. And that means everyone in town. Worth it if it means I get back to town quicker. I'm willing and okay with taking a hit if it means I can get back here quicker. Because despite the fact that I'm dashing and sprinting... Hey Mickey, those ghosts really made a mess on their way out. It looks like some of the bridges around the swamp have gone missing. I would be happy if you restore them for me. Just come back when they're all fixed. I believe I fixed all the bridges. Fixed all the bridges around the swamp? Finally, I can get around easier. I owe it all to you, Mickey. I want you to have this power spark and pin as a reward. Okay, so free power spark and a free pin. We did good. Okay, is that everyone? Did I talk to everyone here? Oh, wait. Oh, I can't talk to her. And we can't go back to the Lonesome Manor. Maybe it's in a different place? Maybe? You know what? I'm gonna look this up too. You know what? Save us some time. Ah, okay. Alright. We know where it is. So we can go back to Mean Street. Because the people that have them, one is in Ventureland at the Tiki Shop. And the other person is on Mean Street in the Emporium. Mickey! Stop falling into water! I'm really just saving my time here, so I don't care if I'm looking up the solution to where some of these things are. Because this stream will just be as long as it takes for me to roll credits. So it's probably going to be significantly shorter than yesterday's session, which was like, what, going on 5, 6 hours. Right, let's talk to this guy for another reward. So many reels. For these, your watch sketch capacity will be permanently upgraded. Well, the reels just keep coming. You can now carry more anvil sketches. You don't have enough film reels for a reward. Come back when you have more. Pretty sure I grabbed them all. How many do I need? 4. I need 4 more, which means there are 2 more areas we need to get to in order to get more sketches.
Yo!
Paint bundle, health refill. Ah, there we go. Mean Street pin. I will take the bell fragment. And I will save my money, so that way I can get the other fragment.
So you tracked down Pete Pan, and he's got some fight in him again. Good. Now folks will see how brave I truly am. Ain't nobody gonna be questioning it. And I'll be known as Pete the Great. Oh, and I suppose you want something for your efforts. Well, take these e-tickets. I got too many of them anyway. These are just pocket change. Oh, and take a power spark too. They're taking up too much space around here. The bunny children are swarming the place despite all the work I've done to keep them away. They're everywhere, up on roofs, in alleyways, lurking around the train station, and those are just the ones I've seen. What are you thinking? Get out there and do your job, you numbskull.
Brother, what do you do? I've been doing your job. Okay, that's 3. Now to find the other charities. Are they really on rooftops? If they are, these are some unruly kids, and Oswald need to take the belt to them. No, you can't take your belt to your children. It teaches them to hit. No, it teaches them to sit down. It teaches them that there are consequences for their actions. Is it just me seeing this, that every version of Pete thinks very highly of themselves? Yeah. It's... there's another one. One of those disobedient children. Yeah, every Pete we've seen seems to think very, very highly of themselves. Though I want to say that Pete Pan didn't exactly seem that way. Can it not follow me off the roof? Do I have to knock the child off of the roof? Is that how I get it down? Yo, Courier, good to see you. I hope all is well. I know there's been a lot of seismic activity, so I wanted to make sure that you're fine. Ha! That's how you solve a problem. Knock the child off the rooftop. Okay, we got 2 more. Let's see. Where are the children hiding? We need to knock them off the roof. Ah, there's another one. Let me see where your other sibling is. So that way I'm not running around with a mouse with its head cut off. Get off the roof, child. Your parents were born from rubber hose cartoon logic. You are essentially immortal. Doing well, the crew and myself have been safe thanks to Mr. Rocks as a solid gentleman. He is. Rocks is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, I've been great. Been fine. Just been enjoying my days, doing what I love to do. Receiving so many gifts from people from Throne. I got so many things that I absolutely needed that it's been an utter blessing to think that my career as a YouTuber has gotten to the point where people are, getting me stuff. And here's the thing, I'm not trying to gloat or anything, but I just feel incredibly honored that people would think that I am worthy of that. So I've just been enjoying those gifts. And I'm not saying who simply because of anonymity. Anonymity? I'm trying to see if I'm saying that word right. Yeah, I got me a lot of good stuff. Some stuff for the PC I intend to build in the future because I'm going to be moving away from using a laptop and transitioning to using an actual PC. I already got a wireless keyboard. I already got a wireless mouse, which I'm using now. It's way better than the wired one I had. 2 things of rechargeable batteries, 1 AA and 1 AAA, because that's going to be crazy useful. Got me some microfiber cloths. Got me a 3DS charger because I had to get rid of my 3DS charger originally in order for me to put it towards trading in my original 3DS, which went towards my Switch 2. So for a while, I didn't have a charger because I didn't get one. But I got blessed with that recently, so now I'll be able to play my 3DS again and not worry about running out of a charge. So that's great. Phone stand is what I got as well. Lots of things that I need and can put to use more than once, which is very important. So that's what I got. So I'm just grateful, you know, that that sort of thing could happen for me. You're worth every item and more. Well, thank you, courier. I appreciate that. All right, this one child. There is one more child, one more bunny child that's hidden somewhere around here. Where's this last kid at? Ah! There you are. I see you, child. Stand near the edge. Hold on. I'm gonna get you off the roof, but I need you to stand near the edge. Thank you, child. You caught enough of the bunny children on Mean Street. And that should be all of the bunny children, because they're filling up all of the cells. Ooh, hoo, hoo! He's dead when I think it is. A Donald voodoo doll. Oh, I gotta have it. Can I have it? No, because I don't trust you. Well, then beat it, pal. I didn't really want it anyway. Then why'd you ask for it? If you didn't want it, why did you ask for it? Now, that's the way Mean Street ought to look. Thanks, pal. Hey, I'm running out of power sparks here. You're cleaning me out. You may think you've seen hard times on Mickey Junk Mountain, but you haven't seen anything yet. Hey, Runt, how much longer you gonna be hanging around here? All right, so we did everything concerning the bunny children, so we won't be seeing them again. And I believe we did everything for Mean Street. Oh, right, we need to go back to Horace to solve this mystery. You found the candle. It's a good thing I still have a power spark to give you. Thanks so much, Mickey. Those drips coming off of you look strange. Do you feel okay? Okay, so it looks like we may have completed everything for Horace. And we need to go to Oztown to give Moody the gear. But we also need to go to Ventureland. Let's go to Ventureland first. Because if we give the voodoo doll to Daisy, who loves Donald genuinely, then perhaps his well-being will be in a much better state.
Oh, what's this? A doll? How cute. It looks just like Donald. May I keep it, please? I promise to take very good care of it.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. You're the best, Mickey. I promise I won't let anything happen to it.
All right. Now, to speak to the tiki guy. and get the other bell. There we go. All right, fantastic. So, the doll is safe with Daisy. We got all of the bunny children. I believe we solved all the mysteries with Horace. We got the bell we're missing, so we can give it back to the guy at Bog Easy. And then, finally, I think we'll make our way to Oztown in order to repair Donald's boat and get it up out of the water, get it up out of the thinner. Because I think with Moody, we'll be able to completely drudge it up and clear out the thinner that's there entirely. Why am I running as if I need to come back over here? We need to go back. We need to go back. There's something gratifying and odd about eating Silong at 2:14. What is that? Silog? Silog? What is that? What type of food is that? I'm curious. I knew I could count on you, Mickey. Before, I was just... well, Daisy says I have a bit of a temper. Okay, checking back to the quest. Yeah, restore the bell, fix Donald's boat, and then get 4 more reels to give to the usher. Oh, you have both parts of the bell. I'm going to go assemble this right away. I'll see you in the square. Silog is a traditional Philippine breakfast. It's a bowl filled with garlic rice, eggs, poached fish, or corned beef. Oh, that sounds good. I had waffles this morning. 1 cinnamon and 1 buttermilk. But that... oh, that sounds really good. Too bad it takes so long for the bell to recharge. I'll let you ring it, just for fun. Recharge? We used to use that bell to chase away the spooky visitors from Lonesome Manor. Okay, so that quest, yep, that quest is done. All right, I think we're done in Bog Easy as a whole, so we don't actually have to come back here. Let's grab whatever tickets we need. And make our way to Oztown. Because I believe we've repaired every single animatronic. It's a hearty and delicious meal. Want me to share the recipe? By all means. You can put it in delicious foods in the Discord. Because Kitty's put a lot of good recipes in there that I still need to make. So I would love to try that one day. Garlic rice, eggs, poached fish, or corned beef. And I don't even eat corned beef like that, but I'm willing to try like different foods and everything. Especially if it's healthy. Let's see if we can get all of these side missions done, aside from like the film reels, before we have to head into the next and last zone. Well, before we continue on. I keep going in the wrong direction. Actually, we need to head in this direction anyway. Oh, Moody! Oh, you have the gear for the boat pump. I'll fix it right away. Okay, so much for me thinking that he was just going to, you know, pump the thinner. Yeah, we're done there. Okay. Yeah, all we have left, because I'm looking, and we have Mickey's place, Moody's place, Gag Factory, Clarabelle's house. It doesn't give me the option to skip ahead to Mickey Junk. Need to gear up and head back to it. Thanks for the entertainment with breakfast. Of course, that's what I'm here for, Courier. And I really do hope you enjoyed yourself. And you continue to stay safe out there, because apparently, from what I've been seeing, there is a lot of activity going on. Note to self, don't move in front of a moving Brother, you mean to tell me I could have just used the dash to get across that as lickety-split as I could? And I'm like, oh no, I can't get across! But I could have just used dash, because dash doesn't have a cooldown? This whole time. Ugh. Why are y'all so happy? Don't play games with me. Oswald is as famous as you are, even more so. He told me that himself. And you believed him. Okay. Nothing to see here. This door's locked, Mickey. Yeah, it's locked because I chose to be a good Mickey and not use someone else's item for my own personal gain.
Glad to see you haven't chickened out yet.
Brother, have you not seen what I've been doing this whole time? Come on, guys. Let's get up the mountain together.
Ha! You and your new best friend can't travel the way I do. I'm going straight to the jug, but I'm afraid you fellas will have to climb, and it's gonna be tough. Enter the projector screen. I'll be right behind you.
Okay, I'm just making sure that there's nothing I am missing while I'm here in this specific area. Like, making sure there's nothing I can or can't paint. Because I believe I've done all that I can. Yeah, I don't think there is. Okay, I just had to double check. I just had to be sure. What is out there? Hold on. Photo mode. Brother's got a whole secret. What is that? What is that in there? Oswald, what is that? What is behind there? What is behind this door? Okay, all right. What is that behind there, though? And I can't like phase through the wall I can't clip through the wall to see what's behind there. There's a whole space back there. Oswald, what is that? Huh. That's interesting. Well, let's head up to the summit. Okay, so this is the top area. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna head down instead. No film reel? Blasphemy. Ah, there it is. Now, here's my question. Why would it allow me to go past the projector screen if there wasn't something important over there other than a ticket? Ah! Aha! Because there is! It's on top! It's at the top! Oh, okay. Okay. I slip off if I go over there. Oh, the bird's nest. Okay, okay. All right, so there's only 2 more reels, which means that there must be another projector screen we can go to in order to get 2 more reels so we can give these rewards to the usher. But now that I got both of them, we're good. Are you ready to face the shadow blot? Did I miss some? Wait, are we about to face off against the final boss already? Fine. Come get some then! Oh, okay. It's Oswald! Oh, you wouldn't even let me read the rest of that. It's the Shadow Blot. Look at the size of him! Yes, fill him with paint. Fear the paint, boy, fear the paint. I have allies on my side. Your friends have been converted to the paint side. shadow of the blot. Huh? He's actually kind of sweet. Me and my shadow pin. Okay. Okay, so everything just went from bad to worse. So, you mean to tell me that that big old blot that I was fighting wasn't even a final... I thought it was the final boss! It wasn't even a final boss! Which means we can keep going. And now, the real blot is starting to absorb all the paint all over the entire wasteland. Oh no! Oddstown is overrun by blotticles! They're everywhere. Turn them all, my minions! This is now officially a Disney Avengers level event. It looks like we've cleared out the Blotticles from Oztown. You know, it would be really awesome if an unlock gives me infinite paint. So I could just have infinite paint. Because this is still from the era of video games where infinite ammo and infinite unlocks were still a thing. Yes, I'm going through the trouble of repainting an entire region. Is having my thinner be this high, having my paint be this high automatically recharging it past 1? Because it used to just be 1. Oh snap, there was a power spark here. Ah, golden ticket. Wait, does this golden ticket constantly come back? Is this a way for me to farm golden tickets? Your clothes are certainly colorful like your house. Mine are drab. It's okay. I know it's true. Oh, you're just telling me about this place. Okay. Let's color up the gag factory, and then we're gonna head out. Oh, come on! I'm trying to aim at it. Okay. Just this wall. I am so glad I decided to paint all of the people I went up against. Looks amazing. Yo, my brother! Godjill! This looks amazing. Yeah, it's a fun game. I will say, it is fun. Me just painting everything in, but also how it looks. Yeah, it looks and plays quite well. I never played, and mind you, I said this earlier on, but I never played. Oh, and I'm in the end game as well, Godjill. So it's gonna be touching on some. We're literally in the end game of the game right now, because the true big bad has revealed themselves. So, yeah, currently going through that. I think I painted over everything, so we need to go to the next zone. But it plays quite well. It looks great and plays quite well, and it has a photo mode. So if you ever feel inclined to take pictures of Mickey while he's doing certain things, I mean, you have that prerogative. Next zone. How you been, brother? How you been? How's life been treating you? I know you've been busy. But how you been? Here's something nice for you. You've earned it. extra health!
We should hurry to Mean Street to see if it's all right.
More health! More health!
Oh no! It looks like the blot has already taken over Mean Street. We need to help quickly.
Oh, you better believe I will. First, convert them to my cause. You now fight for my side. Been good, yeah, been busy, but also been taking some time to enjoy some gaming. I know, I saw those pictures you put up of you playing Ninja Gaiden 4. Square eyes! Use the TV sketch to attract the attention of 5 blotlings simultaneously. Aha! Now all these blotlings fight for me. Yes, do my bidding and protect this place. That looks like the last of them. We should go check to see if the other areas are all right. Repair Mean Street Pin. I wonder if they got anything new at the Emporium. If you got a health upgrade, I'll take it. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4 is amazing. Also got to Wave 6 on hard mode and Siege and 40k. I got a lot of XP for it. I need to get back to 40k as well. I need to record some footage for this new montage video I'm gonna make as well. But yeah, I need to get back to 40k. I've already beaten and mastered Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, platinumed it and everything. This will be another thing to add to the list once the game is done. Yo, kitties! Good to see you as always. We have entered into the end game of Epic Mickey, and we're going through all the areas we've been through before and help saving them from the massive blot that is basically covering and threatening all of these different areas. Big whoop! You hit a bunch of stationary targets and that makes you some kind of hero? If I hadn't fallen asleep in City Hall, I would have clobbered those things easy. Then why? Dude, all you do is sit at the desk. You're a glorified secretary for a jail. I need 2 more reels. 2 more reels. To Ventureland! Bloodicles! And it looks like the spatters are already here. Let's get going and save Ventureland. Don't get in my way, please. I'm trying to paint. While they're taking care of business over there, converting the rest of the blotlings. temperature fluctuations killing your nostrils. Oh, I hate that. Your nose is clear one day, then as soon as you get some heat or some cold, then it starts messing with it, and all of a sudden your right side's stuffed up or your left side's stuffed up. I can't stand that either. And the nosebleeds have been out of this world. I had to deal with some of those too. The nose inconveniences. Alright, to take care of those. It's been cold in Florida. Yeah, it's been relatively cool and cold here as well. It hasn't really heated up, which I am okay with. Great job, Mickey, but there are more blotticles to fight. Let's head to Borghese. I was hoping he'd have like a free health upgrade or something, but the answer is no. He don't have anything for me, except more tickets and paint. Not that I'm in desperate need of it. The old property, per the Weather Channel, got up to 1/4 inches of ice this morning. Whew. And that's something you don't have to deal with. It's someone else's problem now. Next up, Borghese. Look, driving the blotticles out of Ventureland has weakened the blot's power here. We can get to Borghese now. Looks like you have some more blotticles to take care of, Mickey. You don't say! I couldn't tell from the giant glowing tentacles that weren't here 50 minutes ago. Hey, Godjiel, I got a question for you, brother. Where's Highguard? You know, the game that took the final big reveal of the 2025 Game Awards? Where's Highguard? That game drops in 2 weeks. That thing hasn't seen a single bit of marketing since its announcement. Where's Highguard? I want to know. Where's Highguard? What they doing? Where's the game? What makes it so sad is the fact that we've recently learned that it costs a lot of money for a game to get announced at the Game Awards. For you to secure a spot, they're gonna have to pay upwards to $1 million. And this game, no, hear me out. I just did a short this morning. This game was literally shown off in the final reveal spot. You know, something that is supposed to get everyone's attention prepared for the next year. This was literally the final major game announcement of the entire year. And when it was shown, everyone was like, huh? Jeff, you literally just talked about how great this game was and how you played it behind closed doors and how you've been kept quiet about it this entire time. And we saw the trailer and y'all saw my face when I was looking at it. I was all like, this is the most mid-looking thing I've ever seen. And then other people saw it. And then people watched it again. People looked at the trailer. It was literally the most generic hero shooter you have ever seen, which brought back people's memories to Concord. Remember that game? The game that died in less than 2 weeks after it launched? And you mean to tell me this game hasn't had a single ounce of marketing since the Game Awards? And that game is supposed to be releasing next week! No, I'm sorry, the week after next week. The final week of January, which also happens to be the same launch week of Code Vein 2, of which I will be playing. You mean to tell me that this game hasn't had any marketing? Oh, are they hard at work? Are they making sure that the game meets expectations? Them jokers ain't said jack. Them jokers ain't said jack since the game's announcement. And it literally a game announcement the month before, and they haven't shown anything. People are already calling it Concord 2. From the makers of Titanfall and Apex Legends. See, the first mistake was thinking that saying this was made from the people that made games that people loved before is some sort of calling card or reassurance that things are going to be fine. Because I made the mistake of thinking things were going to be fine when I played Callisto Protocol. Because it was said that it was made from the people that gave you Dead Space. And that game was mid. That game was incredibly mid. It was nothing more than a glorified, gory... It was nothing more than a glorified, gory game that just showcased, you know, how grisly the death scenes were. But the gameplay was just average. The story was incredibly average. Nothing that reminded me of Dead Space was present in the game, save for the gory ways that you could die. So, Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on, everybody. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Also, do not go into the grocery store while hungry. Came in here for 2 things. Oh no, that's dangerous. I only came in here for 2 things, but I'm hungry, so let me get something extra. Rice, chicken, protein powder, seaweed, salmon, avocado, eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You just needed milk? And you walked out with 7 extra stuffs? 7 extra stuffs. Yes, it is indeed dangerous to go into a grocery store while hungry. Okay, now, apologies for holding you guys up, listening to this menu music for the past several minutes. Back to what I was saying, it is so dangerous for game announcements to come out well, actually, I want to say it's foolish. I want to say it's foolish for gaming studios to come out and with new games, and they say like, from the makers of this, from the makers of that. As if to say, hey, this is a sure hit. It's gonna be fine because it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a good game because it's the makers of the games you guys liked before. So obviously there's gonna be a big hit. We're not lured in by that anymore. We're not fooled by that anymore. So as soon as I see something like, from the makers of this great game comes another great game. Yeah, we're not swayed by that anymore. So the fact that High Guard, which is a game, this is literally going to be one of the first new games to release in the year 2026. Spell supposed to do anything? It's supposed to be one of the first games we're getting this year, and we haven't seen anything, not actual gameplay, because it's one thing to make unless it's a company that has a very good reputation. That is the only exception. When a game says coming to you from the makers of this, and the game is literally synonymous with like peak gaming, then that's fine. But if it's from like, you know, a studio that has like, you know, just regular notoriety, and it's not something that I can look at and go like, yeah, go ahead and get this game because it's going to be awesome, then you should not try to use that as a means of garnering good reputation or good standing or even a good opinion from people before they see actual gameplay. Because let me be honest, what we saw in the game, I don't even think is fully representative of what is actually in High Guard, period. Because it is all heavily edited to look as quote-unquote epic as possible. And I feel like we should be past the point where you're trying to do samey looking appearances in games without showing like genuine gameplay. I feel like we should get actual gameplay itself that isn't heavily edited to look a certain way, because we've all been duped before by video games that look a certain way and then turn out to be literally the opposite. I mean, that's the reason why Anthem died, because everything we got from Anthem during its initial reveal and quote-unquote, and I use the quotes, gameplay reveal, it turned out to be a lie. It was all fabricated, it was fake, none of it was real, and it was all, basically, if I remember correctly, that trailer for the Anthem gameplay was made before development for the game was actually started. So what we got was a highly detailed, overly ambitious appearance of a game that wasn't even made yet. And the team that EA put up to it, which was basically BioWare, they had to basically get as close as possible to what was shown in the video, and we never even got even remotely close to that. So we should be past the point where studios are saying from the makers of this great game and expect us to be all like, well, it's gonna be fine. But we should also be past the point where game studios are announcing games, giving out trailers, and in the same month of this game's supposed release, you're not putting out info. You're not putting out videos. You're not putting out showcases. You're not having people being flown out to go try this game. Because I dare you to check on YouTube. The moment you search High Guard, you have videos of people questioning whether it's real, whether it's going to come out, and if it's going to become the next Concord, but you don't see anything concerning people being flown out to try High Guard, people being given demo keys to try out and test High Guard. You're not going to see any of those videos because this game is not being covered, because this game probably will not last long. This is literally the most generic-looking hero shooter I have ever seen. What do you mean your characters are gunslingers, but you got people who are using claws to launch at people, but they just mainly use guns afterwards? What is even the point at that point? You got characters that don't look interesting. You got gameplay that doesn't look any different from what we've seen over the past 15 years. And you also want to tack on that it's from the people that gave us the highly successful Apex Legends and the highly successful Titanfall, and you expect people to be fine? No, we should be past this already. And then you got companies like Game Science. They had their videos edited, but it still was nothing compared to the original game. It was just so good. Exactly. The original gameplay that we got of Black Myth Wukong was fine, but the final product we got was better than what they showcased. Because here's the thing, it's okay for a studio to be quiet, as long as what you have next to show off is better than the last thing you showed. And in certain cases, sometimes silence is best, but not when it comes to games that are basically shown off at the end to be the next hero shooter, that you want people to dedicate hours of their days, weeks, months, even years of their lives to, in a market already saturated by Apex Legends, Valorant, Deadlock, Overwatch, and Marvel Rivals. Why are you trying to make a game that you expect people to divvy up their days and hours with in a market that is already packed full with games that are already successful? Why would you think this is a good time to release it when people are already... Marvel Rivals is releasing more and more characters. We just had Gambit and Rogue. Now we're getting Deadpool. They just released a video showcasing who Deadpool is supposed to be, and apparently he's a jack of all trades. He can be all of them. Vanguard, Strategist, and Duelist. Then you have Valorant. Then you have Overwatch. All of these people, all of these different games that are doing fine because they've already cemented themselves. Overwatch 2, still salty about what they did to it and still expecting people to be like, well, the same amount of energy you had when we had a story mode, please keep it with us. I still think that was such a stupid idea to go back on that. But they're still going. Apex Legends, still going. Valorant, still going. Deadlock, it's finding its audience. It's already found its audience, and that's going on fine. Why are you trying to make a hero shooter in a market that is already saturated with hero shooters and expect people to go along with it? That's what happened with Concord, and look where that ended up. It's dead. It didn't even last a full 2 weeks at launch. And you mean to tell me that you looked at what happened with Concord and be all like, nah, I'ma do my own thing, we're gonna do it better? As if people are gonna look at you and say like, you're not Concord? With uninteresting gameplay? With uninteresting characters and character designs? Literally nothing new you've done. Your trailer says, welcome to a brand new breed of hero shooter. And we've seen this already. Marvel Rivals literally has destructible environments. What do you mean this is a new breed? You're not doing anything new. There's a reason why you won't find leaked videos of High Guard, because no one cares. There's a reason you won't find people demoing High Guard, because no one cares. We are living in the age of gaming where if your stuff doesn't hit from the trailer, it probably won't hit at all. If it doesn't hold on to people's opinions and hold on to people's attention from the trailer, you might as well pack it up. And it's not even a deal, and it's not even a matter of people with short attention spans. It's not even a matter of people with short attention spans. It's a matter of interest and appeal. If it's not appealing and it's not interesting, people are not diving in. Your game releases in less than 2 weeks, and you've been quiet. Maybe they're cooking something up. Let me just give them the benefit of the doubt in this instance during all this silence. Let me just throw them a bone. Maybe they're preparing something. But I said this before. High Guard has only 2 options. What they show next better be the one thing that gets people hooked, because if it isn't, this game will not last past February. Please forgive me for my ranting in an Epic Mickey gameplay stream. Please forgive me, but this game only has 2 options. What they show next better have people hooked from the jump, because if it doesn't, it's not lasting past February. Those player numbers are not going to be there. People have already seen a Concord release. If this turns into Concord 2, people will talk about it. Not in the way that the devs are hoping. And that's if it launches. Yes, that's if it launches. I'll put these 2 scenarios up to you guys. I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna say this before anything happens. If High Guard is already on its way out, expect to see like either a Twitter post or a post of some kind saying like, after heavy deliberation, we decided not to follow through with High Guard. Either expect to see that before the game launches, or expect to see that during the game's life, if it does launch, after finding out that not enough people are interested in High Guard. And therefore, there's literally no reason to continue development of any new content that goes with the game. Either one of those 2 things. We see that message put up before the game releases, and they just decide to scrap the whole thing, or we see it during that game's possibly short life. And I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm just being real. If we see it posted during this game's short life because the money wasn't being poured in and they weren't seeing the players, expect to see that post posted before launch or during its initial weeks. If it even lasts a couple of weeks. If it lasts longer than weeks, hey, more power to them. But just keep an eye out for that message saying like, we decided to cease development. Because at this point, it's far too quiet. We got Wuthering Waves dropping this week on Thursday. I'll be covering that. And then next week, we got a release of One Piece's DLC for the fan selection that includes Enelu, Zephyr, and King. And then the week after that, we have the grand release of our first major game in this year, Code Vein 2. This is not the time for this game to be quiet. They don't have the luxury of No Man's Sky of going silent for a year and then coming back and releasing update after update that is free. So free that people want to give them money and they says, nah, we're going to keep giving it to you for free. Plus, we're coming up with a brand new open world game that has taken everything we learned from No Man's Sky and we're going to make it on a much grander scale. A lot of games do not have the option of having a No Man's Sky comeback or have the ability to go silent. Not everyone has that opportunity. Now is not the time to think that you do. Not everyone can be Hello Games where they can go silent for a year and then release peak stuff every single update. So now's not the time to be quiet. But I said all of that because I was talking a whole bunch of extra. Please forgive me. I just get very, very passionate when it comes to video games. And I don't want people to waste their time with video games that obviously think that we have all the time in the world just waiting with bated breath for what they're going to do next. I'm sorry. I don't. That's the reason why I didn't buy a ton of games last year, because not every game deserves my attention. Nor does it deserve yours. And if you're going to take the final spot of the biggest gaming event of an entire year, and it looks literally like one of the most mundane and boring things to ever be showcased at a Game Awards show, which costs up to $1 million for you to get a slot. Upwards to, not immediately $1 million, but upwards to $1 million to secure a slot. Now's not the time for you to be quiet for a game you announced a month before. But that's just me. Let's move on. I'm gonna move on. It looks like the Blotticles are gone. Let's head back to Mean Street. Tentacular! Defeat the Blotticles, attacking each of the hubs. Alright, we did good. So what? I could have clobbered a dozen of those if my clobbering actuators worked. Sure, Donald. Robo-Donald! So now that all of the main hubs have been uncovered, we can just make sure everything is good now. And I believe we shouldn't have anything else on our side quests except getting 2 more reels. And I don't know where I'm missing reels from. That's the problem. Maybe it was one of those earlier stages I went to. Possibly an earlier one. Hey, we got a pin. Another one. No more Blotticles pin. Mickey, we probably aren't going to have a chance to come back here before this whole thing is over. Ah, so you might want to stock up on things before we press forward. So, this is officially our point of no return. We only have one more option. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to look up any more health upgrades before I go. Check out foods you made what Courier made. Oh, the Silong! The Silog, or Sealog. Let me see. Given by the usher for turning in 28 film reels. We did that. Allows for this. It can be purchased at Paulie's Ice Cream Shop in Mean Street after Mickey returns from Tomorrow City. I believe we got that. Given by Oswald if Mickey gives him Hortensia's locket. We got that. Can be purchased at Shopkeep Travis's shop in Ventureland if Mickey fixed or destroyed Hook's machine and caused the pirates to leave. And given by Gus for free in front of the projector screen leading to Mean Street from Oztown after the Battle of Oztown. Okay, so I had 4 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wonder, did I miss any film reels? I want to be sure so I can turn them into the usher. I don't know why I thought jumping over the fire would be helpful in any way. It was not. Okay, there's this film reel. There's that film reel. So yeah, I got that one already. Tastes like home away from home. Yeah, let me check out foods. Looks like the projector screen to Tomorrow City is finally open. Let's hurry over there, Mickey. Let's see. Did I get all of them in Alpine Climbers? Won't let me grab it. Oh well. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's move on to Tomorrow City. Let's go ahead and bring this to a close. Let me see, delicious foods. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Yo, that looks good. I asked him to post the recipe when he got the chance in delicious foods later on. So maybe I'll make that too. All right, time to go. Mickey, I don't know what's going to happen up ahead. We probably aren't going to have a chance to come back before this whole thing is over. You might want to stock up on things before we press forward. You want to travel to Tomorrow City? Let me make sure. Let's double up on everything.
No.
Okay, my health is full. My ink is full.
Oh.
All right, I just maxed out on sketches. I got 10 TVs, 10 clocks, and 10 anvils. Let's go. Yeah, we're done. Let's bring it on home. Mickey, the protocol's blocking Space Voyage entrance needs to go. That big old bowl was only 580 in calories, but heavy in carbohydrates. It's a 50-50 or a 730, depending on which diet or lifestyle you have. I definitely will need to try that. Ow! Hey, yo! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What happened to the frame rate? That is the first time I've ever seen that happen. The frame rate just decide, you know what? I don't feel like being here today. Alright, now you boys fight for me. Alright, this machine is still going. It's gonna endlessly produce them. So what we're going to do is we're going to ignore all of them. And make our way over to the last vertical that is right there. I might have got hit, but at least they're gone.
Nice job, Mickey. Time to go.
I would! If I could, Gus! It's not like I haven't tried, Gus! Alright, just a little bit more health. And there we go. Max health. Almost max pain. Yeah, we're good now. Haven't really been using thinner to take my enemies out. I've just been converting them. I'm surprised Gus hasn't given me the option to just get to Space Voyage. He's just making me run through these stages all over again.
Let's make sure you haven't forgotten the basics. Looks like you have some more bloodicals to take care of, Mickey.
Oh, I can take him out before he starts taking off, and before he makes his weak spot go back inside. I can hit him in the front and the back. Wish I knew that earlier. That would have saved me a whole lot of time. What the? No, don't you dare run away from me, boy!
Stop teleporting!
You laughing, kitty, but I hate enemies that run away. I can't stand them! Gets on my nerves when I have to face off against enemies who like, oh no, I'm gonna run away, while I'm playing Borderlands and I need to kill them in order to get back up again. Can't stand it. Oh! I can't stand it. Kitten 1 and Kitten 2 get to graduate with high honors 5 weeks early? Oh, let's go! That's amazing news! That is fantastic to hear! Alright, Spider-Bot's down. Yeah, we love to hear success. That's amazing! What you mean your kids are graduating 5 weeks early with high honors? Forget are you smarter than a 5th grader, are you smarter than Kitty's kids? That is fantastic. We love to hear it. Oh, I'm proud of them too. They're not my kids, obviously, of course, but I'm very proud of them. very, very proud. The man with the funny voices, Mister, as they call me sometimes. That is amazing. Good job, Mickey. All the blobsicles are destroyed. Now, the rocket is ready for liftoff.
Not too bad, Mickey. I probably could have done it better, but I was delayed. Come on, let's blast off.
That was quite a crash. You've been out for a while. Oswald said to guide you to the control tower when you came to. He also said something about launching a fireworks show before he hopped off. He's out there now, distracting the blot to buy us time to get up there. Goodness, this is where you and I first met. Looks like Thinner has flooded the place. Think we can drain it? Oh, and I can finally use paint on certain aspects of this place that I couldn't before. Well, we're back here at the beginning of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Nice try. Make sure there's nothing I can paint over here. Who knew that we would go? Who knew that? Not that. Who knew that we would come back? Remember this trapdoor? Same one Oswald went through? Secrets! No more Thinner. Quick, Mickey. That's only the first of 5. Normally when people say quick, a timer pops up. I'm glad one didn't.
Only 3 more to repair.
So first off, I'm gonna fix this over here. Trying to see if there's any secrets. But yeah, Kitty, once again, congratulations to you and your kids. That is, you know what? Hold on. Haven't used this in a while. This is a congratulations to Kitty and her children. Congratulations, Kitten 1 and Kitten 2. You deserve all the applause, all of the rewards, all of the awards. Congratulations. Hopefully the applause was loud enough for you to hear.
Two more to go. One more.
Oh, there it is.
That did it. See? 5, just like I said. Whoa, where did that come from? He must be guarding that projector screen behind the door.
So? You say it like I'm supposed to be concerned. Do you not know who I am? M-I-C-K-E-Y M-O-U-S to the ever-loving E. Now, I'm double checking, because I believe I have everything painted down below. Oh wait, hey, it's the OG space I went to. All right, we can color in this floor now. This Jogo must have took lessons from Mount Wanahakalugi. Now you make sure that no hostile blotlings try to ruin my plans of saving the world. Also, who else is happy that we're getting Free Ren Season 2? I believe either this week or next week. I think it's this week. I might need to rewatch. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rewatch through the first season of Free Ren, just to get myself mentally and fully prepared to watch season 2. Because my goodness, is Free Ren at Journey's End such an amazing anime. The original audio and the English dub are what I would say, quite possibly, some of the best voice acting I've seen in an anime. Like, really, really, really good. Do you want to enter the projector screen to the throne room? Yes, because I believe this will be the final 2 film reels. You want to know what I don't like? How easy it is for Mickey to get stun locked. $56. So how are we supposed to give this back to your boy, the usher? How are we supposed to give this to him? Because I got both the projectors now. Like the last 2 reels. You know, I never put 2 and 2 together that this whole place we've been going through is literally just Maleficent's castle. Look! Gargoyles! You can turn them with your spin move. Give it a try. be collecting all these secrets. This gallery has both happy and sad works. Preparing all of one type can really change the character of the whole. Sometimes physically. Try restoring all of one set. Ah, we got another big boy. You want to dance, pretty boy? Fine. I'll be your huckleberry. Now, use work for me. Keep a lookout. Get rid of any, undesirables. You get me? No, this looks sad. That's right, get out of my stairwell. You don't belong here anyway. Get out. You're stinking up the lobby. That's one of the chains holding up the chandelier. Breaking all of them will cause that thing to swing around, wreaking havoc in this room. Okay, so what you're basically saying is, I shouldn't do that. Let's not mess with the chains. Look, there's an activation crystal. When hit with an energy beam, it will start some hidden machinery or device. How do you know? How do you know? Gotta go, Tatilal. Alright, kitty. Thank you for stopping by. You have a wonderful rest of your day. And once again, give my congratulations to your kids for not only a job well done, but for literally showing other people how it's done in terms of academic achievement. We are all very proud, and we look to hear even more good things from them in the future as this year continues to go on. Brother, why is you following me? The gargoyle's head is emitting a beam. Lovely, isn't it? Well, it is to me, because I can see some colors you can't. If you spin these gargoyles around, the beam will bounce from one to another. Yeah! That's the Dark Beauty Castle that used to make everyone here happy. I miss it.
You guys might want to stand out of the way. This appears to be very dangerous. Light refraction is no joke. You ever seen that one puzzle room from Resident Evil 5?
Fantasia? Well now, isn't that interesting? You know, I have to. I have to take a picture. I should have been taking pictures throughout this entire ordeal, but... there we go. All right, entrance is over there. I think everything is good. I repaired everything. I don't think there's anything else to show or expose. Onwards to Fantasia! Just straight up Fantasia. Ah! I've been duped. Come on! I'm back down here again. Guess who's down? Here again. Aha, Fantasia Part 2. All right, we got all the reels. Now to the fireworks control tower. We're doing good, everybody. We're doing quite good.
Glad to see you could make it. This is the Fireworks Control Center. I used to launch awe-inspiring shows from here. Atop each of these 3 towers, there's a battery of deactivated rockets. Activate them by climbing each tower and energize the gem you'll find there. Once all 3 are done, race back here and it'll be showtime. Even the Blot won't stand a chance against all that firepower. I'll distract him so that you can scale the towers. Let me open the doors for you. When you get back, we'll trigger the show with a remote control. Be careful out there.
New quest, defeat the Blot. This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We have made it to the end. The absolute end of Epic Mickey. This is the final hurdle, the final stretch, the last part of the adventure. Well, I guess there's no going back now. Let's get to the top of that tower, Mickey. Whoa, Mickey, the Blot could knock down the tower before we reach the top while we're still inside. Well, there's no going back there.
I don't remember him being so powerful or scary. Please hurry, Mickey.
Thank you, God, for quick reflexes.
Atop the tower, atop the tower are gargoyles that you can rotate. You'll have to hit them to make them turn, then paint in their heads. They must face inward to power the fireworks that are up here. Up there. Remember, gargoyles have to be painted to become active.
You just said this to me 3 seconds ago. I'm glad it's not a super thing where I have to micromanage them being turned and they just slowly turn on their own. I can just...
You did it! The first batch of fireworks is armed. Let's climb the other 2 towers and set them as well. Hopefully they'll be easier.
Easier. Easier, he says. Ha! Honestly, this game really has been easy. This game is not what I would call difficult. Because it was a game with kids in mind. Not necessarily adults in mind, but, you know, children in mind. So every aspect of this game, there's no difficulty setting because the game isn't even difficult. So yeah, frankly, everything else is, in fact, easier. Bro, what? I got stun locked into an endless death animation. That's right, give me my tickets back, you jerk. Bro! What? That is an impressive display of explosives. Now we've just one more tower to climb. Ooh, even more film reels to give the guy back at Motown? I mean, Mean Street? Every time I see that when I was a kid, I'll be acting like Steve Urkel, like, look what you did. The whole place is getting filled up with water. Bruh, the film reel was right there. Now that I know where it is, I know where to go. Go, go, go. There we go. Got it. Oh, it didn't take long for that water to fill right up. Move, Mickey, move. No! The film reel! Okay, it stopped there. Well, okay, so we got both reels. We got them both. Woo! Gotta charge my controller. Let me put that in. Oh, it's a trap. Just not for me. Rejoice and be converted. Well, there's no way back that way. What was that? That's now a clip. What was that just now? Those guys are seriously helping me out here. Wow, you can't aim. Stay here, my good and faithful minions. You know, I'm going to be a bit preemptive. I'm going to turn them all and then just paint them in. Just as confused as you are when that happened. I don't know what happened. They hit it so hard that it lodged into a side of the wall. Something doesn't feel right, Mickey. All the fireworks are ready to launch. Back to the fireworks control tower. Yeah, the fact that we didn't see the blot pop up, something is definitely wrong. The blot figured out what you were doing. He knocked down the tower to keep you from getting back. got plenty of sketches. Was there anything above me that I could have grabbed? Photo mode. Did I miss anything up there? Hold on. Zoom all the way in. I don't think there was anything on the top floor, thankfully. As far as the bottom floor, we can be a bit preemptive and see what's down below. Ooh, paint. Okay, we're good on thinner, we're good on paint, we're good on health, we're good on sketches. Skydiver pin. This was an easier drop than getting down to the three fingers down in the deepest part of Leyendell and Elden Ring. Cause let me tell you, dropping down there, that was so many runes lost trying to do that jump. One trip through there was enough. We need to get to Oswald. How many is that? 16 out of... Wow, 16 out of 20 overall. So there's... Wait, is that right? So there's 4, 8, 12 more to go? Really? There's 12 more to go? There's 12 more of the gold, silver, and... bronze pins? Really? So that means I must have missed someplace. Now, I'm not trying to be a completionist. That doesn't mean I don't sometimes try. You manipulated me. Ha ha! The power to slow down time. Ha 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 ha! For all this destruction that's going on, these are some strong chandeliers. Very strong chandeliers. Oh, it's on now. Oh, it's on now. How you gonna jack my peoples? Done jack my peoples! After we was about to shake hands! What is this, the inside of Monstro? What is this place? Oh, it's just a blot world, isn't it? And I don't think there's necessarily anything for me to heavily paint because it's literally just a world of the blot and thinner. About the only thing I can actually paint are the monsters inside. Mickey, boy, am I glad to see you. I got separated from Oswald after the blot grabbed us. I think we're inside the blot. When the blot grabbed me, I dropped the remote. Unless Oswald found it, he's gone forever. I'm sorry. From now on, I'll follow you and I'll help wherever I can. Lead on. Yo, is that my heart? Is that Mickey's heart? That appears to be your heart. That means the blood can enter your world when he gains enough strength. You must take it back before that happens. Oh, trust me, I will. Now, how did one of those blotlings get turned over to my side? Because one of them just turned blue. There! That's the vulnerable point on one of the blotticles holding your heart. Oswald! It'll be okay if we can weaken the blot, but we must hurry. You know what this reminds me of? Going through the massive forge in Doom: The Dark Ages. Yeah, like going through the Massive Forge in Doom the Dark Ages in order to get it restarted again. It reminds me of going through there. Okay, apparently the bloticle is safe for me to touch, so I don't need to be finicky around it. At least I know that much. Oh, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. All of the people have been blotified. I don't like how they're moving. Oh, they're not real. But they keep appearing. They keep reappearing. I can only keep them at bay. I can't get rid of them permanently. No, we getting up out. We getting up out. Church on the move. That is so sad. The lost essence of cartoon characters consumed by the blot. Oh, snap, it's all the different Pete's. You did it! One bloticle down. It looks like the lost characters melted when the bloticle was destroyed. I hope that freed them somehow. Oh dear, it looks like the plot is spawning defenses. Those spatters are like his antibodies, and we are the virus. Oh, this virus is gonna consume this body. I'ma run through you like the Black Death. And guess what color Mickey's fur is? Ha! don't like the fact that they're already wary. I'm getting to a safe place. Another Bloticle eliminated. Sorry, you'll have to forgive me if I ain't saying much. I am locking in. Even though, for a game like this, you kinda don't need to. Let me guess, more defenses? Oh no, he's summoning more defenses! Alright, you boys are now on my side. Take care of these moats, if you please. It's only a handful of yous. It should not be taking you this long to take out just one. Do I need to come down there? Never mind. You see? They were threatened by my presence. That's why they moved as fast as they did. They knew if I came down there, it was gonna be trouble. They knew if I came down there, it was gonna be trouble. Wait, you mean to tell me this whole time I could have been hitting them? Wait a minute. Hold on. You mean to tell me this whole time I could have been hitting them with my spin attack instead of trying to paint over them? What was that? Ow! Oh, okay. Hey! Okay, so they can't explode. So... okay. Alright, they can explode. Grow, expand, explode. Grow, expand, explode. Grow, expand, explode! Just one more bloticle to eliminate. Then you can take your heart back. Only then will your world be safe from the blot. Alright, we got the last one there. Look at that, Mickey. Just one more. And I can see its weak point from here. A knockdown drag out of blotling proportions. Yo! CDs, good to see you. We are in the end game of Epic Mickey. You're going to have to get up high for the final shot. How am I doing? Fantastic, bro. Just about to finish another game. Escape Wasteland. Escape the inside of the blot and save Wasteland.
The intruder returned to my lab, but not in the way I expected. After retrieving my brush, I peered down into the world I had created and noticed something had changed. The Wasteland no longer needed my magic. Thanks to the efforts of my apprentice, it had developed some magic of its own. Magic born of courage and wise choices. And of course, the luck of a funny thing about mirrors. Our reflections prompt us to reflect. On the struggles we have faced or avoided. How well we manage time. Enemies defeated or redeemed. The ways in which we treat others. And perhaps most important, the friendships we have nurtured or neglected. Oswald and Mickey are, in some ways, each a mirror for the other. Brave, resourceful, and good of heart. I hope they become friends, and perhaps more, perhaps even brothers.
So it accounted for the fact that I didn't get the ship's log for the first Pete we ran into. It accounted for the fact that I thinned out the clock. And it also accounted for every good deed I did before, if I'm understanding these cutscenes correctly. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna skip through these, Oh!
And I have ensured Mickey will get into no more mischief in my workshop. Then again, he is Mickey Mouse.
They basically just said, yeah. He gained powers after leaving that world, so that means that he'll be able to come back when he wants to. So, now we have New Game Plus. So my overall opinion with Epic Mickey is, well, first let me answer your question. Is that the 1930s Mickey? No, that's not even Mickey. That's Oswald. That's before Mickey Mouse. But of course, like Mario to Donkey Kong, the second person to come along became more famous and garnered pretty much all of the attention. Imagine where Disney would be if Oswald remained the mascot even today. So there was Oswald, and he was replaced with Mickey Mouse as the big mascot for like Disney cartoons earlier on. So overall, my opinion for Epic Mickey was, it was fun. It was fun. Fun for a game that came out back in like, what, 2009? And then refurbished and kind of remade, so the mechanics are from that time, before the 2010s. So this game wasn't difficult. It was fairly quick for me to get through with all the sessions that we've done. And I knew it was going to be short. I knew it was going to be short. But overall, I did enjoy myself with this, because this is the perfect type of stream for you to watch with your kids, if you have any. And I had a fun time with it. Let's see what happens with New Game Plus. What's New Game Plus? Let's see. You will start a new game, which will start a new game plus, which will start a new game and will take over extra content and collectibles. Let me see here. Let me load my game inside. Okay, we're inside the blot. Let's see what happens with New Game Plus. Didn't New Game Plus just say, hey, you get to come back over with all your collectibles. But all those health points that you gained, yeah, you gotta get those back again. Bro! It locked everything back up. It locked everything I unlocked. Hold on. Okay, still got my, concept art and stuff, but, the movies and stuff, that stuff is gone. What about pins? Okay, pins are still here. Okay, so this go around, now that I know that painting or thinning really affects the ending in a way, then I know about that. Okay. I'm just gonna get to when it gets to a save point. Alright, let's just go back upstairs and meet up with Gus. And I can't paint yet, so there's that. Okay, the game's saved. Okay. Gotta re-earn my paint upgrades again by being a good person or being a bad person. Also, CDs, you said when this is done, what's my next game? You know what? I believe we still have some time before Code Vein comes out at the end of this month. So another game I can cover is Portal. That could be a nice little game that we play. yeah, we can play Portal. And I believe the game's saved, so I'm just gonna stop here. We can mess with Portal, because I got like the bundle of Portal and Portal 2 for my Switch. Portal 1, I'll play on the channel, but Portal 2, I'll also play on the channel, but it's gonna be with another YouTuber. So that's gonna be fun. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the finale of my Epic Mickey playthrough. And I have to say, not bad. I'm gonna be honest, not bad at all. I didn't expect it to have all the trimmings that I expect from games nowadays, simply because this was a game made before I really got into video games and have the passion as I do now than I did back in 2009. And my ability to, point out things that definitely help a game more than I did before. So this was back during my days before. This was a game release before the idea of me having a YouTube channel was even conceived. This was before Kyushu the YouTuber, not VTuber, but Kyushu the YouTuber. So this is a pretty consistent and pretty solid product of its time. Transitioned from the Wii all the way over to PlayStation, and I have to say that it was I enjoyed it. I really did, and I hope you guys did as well. I may mess with New Game Plus just a little bit, maybe to take some pictures. But other than that, I think I'm good on Epic Mickey for a nice long while. Other than that, I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been my coverage of Epic Mickey on the channel, and all I can say to you is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Even consider checking out the Patreon, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. And because I know you're coming back anyway. Have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!